What's up, cats and kittens, and shout out to all my Cerebralites. It is me, the Cerebral Diva, back with another episode of RealiTEA, and that is TEA because I give it to you piping hot. So grab your cups, grab your saucers, gather round, and let's dish. So after last night's historic 4-part reunion concluded, most of us were left scratching our heads trying to figure out how they would incorporate Phaedra into season 9. Like, what exactly would her role be? Who would want to film with her? The options were limited, frankly. And we've been hearing murmurings about Phaedra leaving the show for the past several weeks, but a lot of those have not been confirmed. So it looks like now it's official. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Phaedra is out. And I think that it's actually in her best interest to not appear on the show, because let's be frank here. What happened last night was not just, it was a career killer. It was a career killer, not just for her career in reality television, but just for her career as an attorney, as a business person in general. Because when you look at the duplicity that was on display last night, you know, courtesy of Phaedra, it's hard to see anyone wanting to do business with her. How can you trust a person who is that just sort of boldly shady? You know what I mean? Like, it's on a whole other level. Or like, her shade is in the stratosphere. I mean, and she completely used and manipulated Portia to be a conduit for her shadiness, and all the world got an opportunity to see it last night. So now it looks like the producers have decided that she has no place in the cast, and I think that it's really a smart move for all parties involved, because Phaedra just needs to lay low for a little bit and let this thing blow over. And maybe come out maybe a year from now, you know, when you know, other things have transpired and, you know, we've all moved on with our lives and a lot of us have forgotten about it. But right now, she's just, I don't know, she's cancer at this point. I don't know who would want to be associated with that. So I want to read you guys an excerpt from an article, and this comes courtesy of Enews, and it says, Phaedra Parks will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, sources exclusively tell Enews. While Bravo had no comment, the casting shakeup comes just hours after the 4th and final part of the season 9 reunion aired, with sources telling us producers have not decided to have the 43-year-old lawyer return to season 10. Why it's necessary to say her age is beyond me. It says viewers were left shocked and questioning how Phaedra could return to the Bravo hit reality series after the unprecedented 4-part reunion, which revealed Phaedra was the person who created the rumor that Candy Burrs and her husband Todd Tucker wanted to drug and rape Portia Williams. So it looks like, you know, karma came knocking. Excuse me, is Portia here? And so karma came to collect, and now I don't know what she's going to do moving forward. Apparently, I'm sure she probably still has her job as an attorney, and you know, dead bodies can't complain. So I believe she has a funeral business as well. But I don't know, you guys. I'm really happy to hear. You know, truth be told, I think whether this bombshell revelation occurred or not, I think that Phaedra had pretty much run her course on the show. And with Nene and Kim coming back, they're going to have to make some cuts in terms of salaries to be able to accommodate the hefty salaries that Nene and Kim are going to demand. So Phaedra's collateral damage, and it's like, you know, she basically canceled herself, and I think that it's the best thing for her. It's the best thing for her kids too, because, you know, her poor little son, Mr. President, you know, he's really coming of that age where he's about to start understanding and really start to be impacted by some of the choices that Phaedra is making on reality TV. So I think it's not just good for Phaedra to not be on TV. I think as her kids are growing and becoming, you know, sort of about to hit those tween and young adult stages. Well, they're really young now. I think they're probably about maybe 5, 6. I don't know how old Aiden is, but they're really young. So I think that it's good for the kids too, to just have a break, have a chance to just be kids, have a chance to sort of live a normal childhood without having the stigma of being on a reality TV show. So all right, you guys, Phaedra's out. I can't. Now I'm excited to see what happens for season 10. Like, how do they even broach the subject of her exit? Do they, you know, like, what happens moving forward? I don't know. So anyhow, leave your comments below. I'm interested to know what you feel. Do you think it's a great thing for Phaedra to leave? I'm excited personally. I think it's the best thing, not just for Phaedra, but for her kids as well. She's, you know, she's had a really tough, you know, even though I don't like her, I do feel a little bad, just a little, you guys, because with the divorce and, you know, being a single mom and, you know, having this, even though a lot of the bad things that happened to her were a result of her own personal choices, you know, there's still a little part of me that feels bad for her. You know, I hate to see any woman, you know, struggling, but hopefully this will be a lesson learned for Phaedra moving forward. But as I was saying, leave your comments. I'm really curious to know what you think about Phaedra leaving. As I stated before, I'm excited about it. I think it's the best thing for everyone. I actually think that Portia should be going too. Like, Portia has a job at Dish Network. She's a journalist, you guys. She's a journalist, so she doesn't really need the Real Housewives check anymore. So I think she should be leaving the show as well. Yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, as always, in closing, remember to live better, love harder, and think smarter. It is me, the Cerebral Diva, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a fantastic day.